welcome back to my channel. So I am here tonight. It's late at night and I'm doing a ship with me. I have 2 items that I have to pack and ship before I go to sleep tonight so I can take them to the post office in the morning. So I sold 2 things on Poshmark this week, and so I thought I would show you how I ship them because I know you can't use the post office box anymore. So I'm lucky that I have a bunch of boxes that I previously set aside because I have like a lot of odd shaped things, so I always keep them. Luckily I did. I do not have any, unfortunately I don't have any of the bags for clothes, so I am gonna have to order them. I think I'm just gonna pay for some on Amazon rather than trying to get the free Ground Advantage ones. I think it'll just be easier, so maybe I'll include that in the next video, like ordering supplies, and I'll rate them and kind of tell you how I feel. So if you want to order the same supplies, you can. First thing that I have to ship is I sold this sauna suit. I sold it for $18. It was an offer and I decided to accept it. I think it's been sitting for a little while. I think I listed it for like $25. The inside is peeling a little bit, but the outside is still in really good condition. And I did note that in the listing. I think I have it in a previous video, and I think I paid $7.99 for it. So not great profit, but it sold. So, and it is something a little bit different and kind of niche. So, you know, if someone is looking for something like that, you know, there's limited options. So sometimes those little niche things, even though they're not a higher profit margin, sometimes they do sell a little better because, you know, a brand new sauna suit is expensive. And someone might be new and not sure if they want to invest the money in it. So, all right. So what I'm doing is I have a plastic bag. My family saves me these bags from when they buy clothes at the store, and I reuse these because I am using a box and not a bag. I am going to wrap it in plastic to ensure if it goes somewhere. I forget where this one is going. I think to Florida. I think it's going to Florida. I just don't want it to get wet, so through the box and ruined. And I am using, unfortunately, I can't find my tape gun. So I am just using this tape for right now with the scissors. I think I left it in my car because I usually take it when I go to the post office, kind of just in case. I should really get a second one, but yeah, so this one is pretty easy. I'm just gonna put tissue paper in there a little bit. And this box was the perfect size for it, so in the sauna suit goes, wrapped in plastic. And I do have the thank you cards here. I pre-wrote them out. Right now I'm still using the handwritten thank you cards. Just because I have not had time to order like custom ones, but that is on my to-do list because it will save significant amount of time. Right now I just kind of write them out on my lunch break when I can, or I write them out like in front of when I'm watching a movie in front of the TV. So and then I customize them after the fact, but this one is ready to go. So that was easy. This box, I do need to get bags, so that's also on my list. A lot of things on my list to do. And I am also shipping out. I sold this mug for $10. I think I paid $1 or $2 for it. It was just really cute. Cat stuff usually does pretty good. Caffeinated, it's really cute mug. It is a little bit heavier of a mug, so it is a little bit heavier of a mug, so I am making sure I wrap it really well so that it does not like get broken in transit. So I have bubble wrap, and what I am going to do is I am going to always like to put bubble wrap inside the mug just to help stabilize it in case it gets hit. You don't want that like pressure hitting from one side and breaking it. And then I am going to try to wrap the handle. What I'll do is I'll put some of this underneath here just to stabilize the handle again, because these are most likely to get broken. And then I have a box. I'm using a Chewy box because they usually are pretty good. They're made to carry, like, I think I had cans of cat food in here. So the Chewy boxes are actually really good. They're made to kind of handle like a lot of weight. So they should be pretty good to ship a mug. And then I'm using paper. This table's a mess. Let me get the rest of the paper. Hold on a second. I have a whole box, another Chewy box of paper here. So what you want to look for in shipping a mug, because I have shipped out probably about 15-20 mugs, and I by no means am I an expert, but I have not had anything broken yet. You want to make sure when you put your mug in there, there's about at least 1 inch to 1.5 inches on every side of the mug, because that will give it enough cushion so that it doesn't break. And this box, this Chewy box, even though it would have been adequate with just the paper, since I had the styrofoam, I decided to, it was like a long piece of styrofoam that came with some furniture. I decided to line the box since I had a little bit of extra room. And it's just because this mug is a pretty substantial mug. I didn't want it to, I didn't know, I thought the paper would be, the paper should be enough. But I just wanted to make sure it wouldn't like hit against anywhere. So, what you want to do is make sure you have enough paper on all sides of the mug. And normally if you make like a bed of paper, and you can use newspaper if you are new and you don't have money for supplies, you can use newspaper. I actually get this paper from Amazon and Chewy orders. I have my whole family save their brown paper, so it works out. And then once you make a little bed of paper, and this one I don't need to do as good on the bottom because I have the styrofoam. I put the mug in here, and you see how nicely it kind of rests in there. And then what you want to do, oh, this one needs, paper is really long, is you just want to cushion all around the mug. You want to make sure every side is protected from hitting, that was just a cat. You want to make sure like every side is protected from hitting the side of the box, because if it hits the side of the box, that's where it's going to break. And like I said, about 1 inch to 1.5 inches should be plenty. And then once the mug, you can see once the mug is kind of safely cradled in all the paper, you still have plenty of room at the top. You want to make sure to get a nice big piece of paper and make sure you put it directly on top, like so. And it should look like this. You want to make sure to kind of put the bulkiest part on top of the mug. And that should be it. And your mug should get there safely. Your breakable, whatever you're shipping that's breakable. I'm going to put the thank you card in there. And I am going to close up the box. And that is how I ship breakables. That is how I have successfully shipped breakables. I'm going to have to... I'll tape this up. I'll tape this up later after we're done here, because I still have to put the labels on. Obviously not going to do that on camera because I don't want to show anyone's address, but at least get this like kind of taped shut. So I mean, as you can see, like, and I am gonna put the tape like both ways just for extra like security on this box. So there we go. I'm just gonna make sure it's really taped shut because I don't want it coming apart. But I mean, as you can see, this mug is in here. It is very secure. As long as there's, like I said, about an inch and a half on each side, it should be totally fine. It'll make it there and not break. And you can use chewy boxes with paper, and those are actually better than this is actually better or just as good as using the peanuts. You don't need to spend a lot of money on shipping supplies. So yeah, those are the 2 orders I have tonight that are going out tomorrow morning. If you have any questions about shipping or you want some more shipping videos, please leave a comment below. I'm always happy to help because I know when I speak to other people who are starting reselling, clothes are easy. You can just throw them in an envelope, throw them in a box, you know, wrap them up, they're fine. But one of their biggest hindrances to reselling is shipping. So yeah, if there's any questions I can answer, or if you want me to make a more detailed video about how I ship other things, happy to do that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe.